All right, let's go.
But which one, Mr. Stuckey? The devoted husband or the prominent cardiologist?
Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Now, which one is on trial here? He was, I was, I don't know. I didn't even...
fed up, huh?
Yes.
A yoke around your neck.
No.
You just wouldn't die. Mr. Stuckey, were you aware of the things that frightened your wife?
Yes, of course I was.
Then there were times she was frightened.
What I meant was, now look, what I meant was that everybody gets frightened sometimes. There's a creak in the house, there's a branch against the window, a bad dream.
A bandit robbing a poor box, a bandit who pressed a gun against your wife's neck. And what did you then do, Mr. Stuckey? What did you say?
I said what I had to say, all that I could say. I said, don't leave her alone.
No, sir, you shouted, that's my wife. She's got a bad heart. That was the uppermost thing in your mind, was it not, Mr. Stuckey?
Yes, it
a
was.
Vulnerable heart. The heart that might be stopped so easily, but just wouldn't stop year after year. While you, Mr. Stuckey, waited and waited and waited and...
Egan! Has the state no objection?
Your Honor, please. It's the duty of the state to see to it that justice is served. I've spoken to counsel. I believe he holds the same view. We beg the court to be lenient about procedure.
You may continue.
I thank the state and Your Honor. That'll be all, Mr. Stuckey. You can step down.
What is the name of this bird? Who is this man? Where did this happen?
Does it matter?
Well, it might be worth $100 grand.
How do I get it?
You begin right after arrest and trial by watching 100 Grand, ABC's new Sunday night quiz show that pits the amateur against the expert in a rig-proof game that all America will want to play.
Did you see 100 Grand last night? That little girl from Akron came close to winning. Boy, that old lady really knew her jockey.
You can bet that the big conversation piece on Monday morning is going to be 100 Grand.
Oh, there it is again, Charlie.
There's nothing to be afraid of, honey. It's only science fiction.
Outer limits.
7:30, 6:30 Central Time.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to outer space.
My name is Alan Maxwell. I am transmitting from a station on the third planet in the solar system, Earth.
Short, whole, image, universe. Do not increase your power. Galaxy orbit, contact of planets beyond central system.
We're both breaking the rules.
Listen, It's from another dimension, another galaxy. He contacted through mathematics. I decoded through the computer. It's all right. It won't hurt you. Listen! It's all right! Listen, I know it looks different than us, but it's got a mind similar to ours.
Please let me
It
go.
didn't want to come here, but it made contact out of curiosity. Don't you understand? We brought it here. I've got to get it back!
And after Outer Limits, at 8:30, 7:30 Central Time, comes...
Look, isn't that Wagon Train? Why, sure enough. I wonder what it's doing on Monday night.
Oh, I saw in the papers where it's going to be seen at a new time. It's going to be a 90-minute show this coming year.
Bigger and better than ever, with a whole wagon load full of guest stars. Next, by the producers of Ben Casey, another powerful dramatic series, Breaking Point, at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central Time, starring Paul Richards as Dr. Mac Thompson and Edward Franz as his superior, Dr. Raymer.
Sickness is ugly. In practice, you must expect to meet patients whose outward behavior may repel you, unless you see beneath it. Now, you will meet women like this one who feels so guilty, so worthless, so malignant, they turn aside their deeper feelings. You will meet children who've been driven out of themselves. And you will meet men who are filled with hate. But remember this. In every human being, there's a child crying for its mother. In every scream of rage, there's a cry for help. Now, a good psychiatrist, young doctors, listens. He listens until he hears that cry for help.
Tell him to see me now.
I can't do that.
I said to tell him.
What's going on?
He's very upset, Dr. Graves. He wants to see Dr. Thompson.
Well, why don't you just sit over?
You touch me again and I'll kill you.
Ring for an attendant.
No, wait a minute, Miss Olmsted. Here you go. All right. Why don't you go into my office and sit down? I have to see a patient now. Go ahead. My job is to help you understand with your guts as well as your brains. Now it's yours. See, you've made the breakthrough. You don't have to be afraid of those feelings anymore.
Here.
What's that for?
My life.
It's your quarter. Stop talking.
We demonstrated this season that innovation pays off. We pioneered with World War II drama. And as you know, Combat was a booming success.